Hello. Happy, what's today? Wednesday? Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. If you give me 1 second, if you just come on in and share this training out, I would greatly appreciate it. Sharing is caring, so if you could just come on in and share, I would appreciate it. Let me put it on my Instagram real quick. My title. Case study. The live. Hey, Alicia. Hi. Hello, Instagram. Come on in the room. Hi. Hey, Kendra. Hey, Natasha. Hi. If you guys can come on in, let us know where you are from. What do you do? What products or services do you offer? Hi. Hey. Hello from Los Angeles. Hey, Shannon in Los Angeles. I need to be with you. If you could come in and share this broadcast out, I would greatly appreciate it. Sharing is caring. All you have to do is just hit the little share button. I would appreciate that if you could just share it out. I would appreciate it. Sharing is caring. If you could just share it for me 2 times. Share for me 2 times. 2 times. Share for me 2 times. I would appreciate that. Invite your friends and family. Hey, Jennifer. Invite your cousins and them to come to get this work today. Today we're going to talk about the 3 components needed in your case studies. Someone from my actual Facebook group asked me this question, like, you talk about case studies all the time. Like, what needs to be in the case study? Well, that's a good question, ain't it? Let me answer that question for you. So I want to talk about the 3 components needed in your case studies. It's a really great marketing tool. Hey, Jennifer, to use. So I want to talk about that today, Miss Heartbreakers. Okay. Let us know where you're from. What do you do? Do you have something to sell today? I have no problem with you selling your product and or service into my live stream. Just don't be rude. Say hello first. Don't just come in here spamming us. Just introduce yourself first, and then you can, sell your product and or services. I do not mind. Did you share it out? Make sure you share, right? That's the rule of this training. So I need you to just share it out for me. Just share. Mississippi, yes. Never been to Mississippi, never had a desire to go to Mississippi, but yes. Okay, Mississippi. For those that do not know me, my name is Bianca Robinson. I am a global project manager and business growth strategist. I'm in the business of aligning strategic opportunities for my clients that will produce profitable results by focusing on their business infrastructure. I believe that if you have the right processes in your business, your productivity will increase. And when processes and productivity meets, profit increases as well. And so we specialize in helping service-based businesses to diversify their business model by creating multiple streams of revenue for them. So if that's something that you need help with, you can always book your Let's Get Acquainted session. It's a free session, 15-minute session. It's not even a session, though. It's really just for me to listen to what you need and see if we have a solution for it. And you can go, Tatiana put that in the comments. You can go to bit.ly LGA call to book your 15-minute session with me. But I wanted to tell you guys, today is the last day for you to join your Get Your Business Shit Together. We have a 30-day training challenge where we really just work on the back end of our business. A lot of times we get so busy that we don't have the time to get stuff in order. And so the Get Your Business Shit Together challenge was developed like last year when I just had so much going on. And I was like, I just need to breathe. I just need to clean up my business. And so you can't get new business in if you haven't cleaned up and made room for it. And so the Get My Business Shit Together challenge starts on the 1st. It's only $59 for the first 50 people to join. I've already had 50 people join already, but I added a couple more spots before I got on here for you to join. But if you go to what is it? bit.ly/ Get Your Business Shit Together 2020. You can join in now for it. I think that's the link. I'm in. Yes, Natasha, you're in. Kendra in. Who else is in the Get Your Business Shit Together challenge? It's only $59. So I added a couple spots. So make sure that you join now before they're gone. You have lifetime access to it too. And every time that I do it, you get access to it. So I do it every quarter. So every quarter when I do it, you get access to it. So even if you're not ready right now, you are ready because it's really just an organization and repositioning and refocusing challenge. But make sure that you join, okay? It's only $59. Only $59. Make sure that you join. It's only $59. So if you're ready to learn the 3 components needed in your case study, put a ready in the comments. Ready. Yes, Katrina is in. Shakita, you always been in. Oh, Ann, you in? Hey, Ann. Yeah, it's a good challenge. It's a good challenge. If you are ready, put ready in the comments. Hey, Miss Hughes. Dirty Hair Secrets. Oh, okay. I like that. Teresa, this look like this your first time here. I've never seen you in here before. Teresa, fundraising coach. Nice to meet you. Don't look like you've ever been here before. I've never seen you before, but welcome. Okay. So what is a case study, right? So a case study is your unique findings of what you've actually done with a client, right? It's your unique findings of what you've actually done for a client, right? It kind of is an in-depth analysis of what you've done for a client. And so when you watch like the Criminal Channel, right, when they and Snapped and all that, right, it like, you know, the case study shows that it's the findings of the case that you put together to get the solutions that you have. So that's in essence what a case study is. And so we push out case studies for each client that we have. So each client that we do a case study for each of those clients. So the first thing you want to do in the case study is you want to acknowledge where they were before, like what had happened before they came to you, right? And so, hey, ABC Printing, you know, was in the business of finding someone to help them create a solution that would tie in their referrals and their old clients. And so they were looking for a solution to be able to tie these two worlds together. They had already tried 5 other agencies before they got to Kate & K Consulting, right? So that's the problem. Like, what was the problem? Like, what was the challenge? What made them even come to you, right? Like, what was the challenge? Where were they before they came to you? What have they already tried before they came to you? And you want to know who do really good case studies? Paper towel commercials and automobile commercials. Like, they're really good with case studies. Especially, I love paper towel commercials because it'll have, you know, their paper towel, but like 2 of their other competitors' paper towels, right? And so they'll take a sheet off and then pour some water. And then, you know, they'll wipe up one and say, hey, this ripped and it didn't even get half the water up. It'll say, hey, this one got the water up. However, it's still a little water on there and it's still drenching. Our paper towel wiped up all of the water and it's not dripping wet and it cleaned all of the stuff on the surface. Or it'll say, you needed 2 paper towels to do that one. It only took 1 paper towel for ours. So paper towel commercials are really good with case studies. They're really good at showing you that's the competition over there and you can go with them, but you're not going to get as great of a quality. You know, it's not going to do the job that it advertised to do. They're really good at calling out their competition. Like, here you go. Don't go over there. But if you go over there, this is what you're going to get. So they're really good with case studies. Automobile companies are really good with case studies too. My favorite automobile commercial is Subaru. Like, I'm not buying a Subaru, but I like that it's always about family and safety. They're really big on how safe their cars are. So it'll be a little girl playing in the street and a ball rolling in the street and then a car coming down and then the car break. But they'll show you what would happen if it wasn't their car. Like, you know, the little girl died, you know, the parents are in mourning, you know, if it was any other cars, that would have happened. and then they rewind it back, and then they say, but our Subaru, you know, it's really big on, you know, impact and stopping the brakes, you know, and so it's stopping before it even happens, you know, so buy a Subaru because it's safe. They're really good with case studies. And so you want to kind of look at, you know, how people actually do their case studies, right? So when you're looking at TV and you like looking at different competitors that's selling their stuff, like, oh, that was a good case study. Like, oh, that made sense. Like, it's just a case study. So the one that you want to do is kind of, where were they before they got to you? Like, what were the challenges that they had? And that's what you need to say. At the top is you need to say challenges. What was the challenges that they had? Why did they come to you in the first place? Who else have they went to that has put them into this predicament? You know, they've tried 10 other agencies before they got here. Like, what was the challenges that they had? The number two, right? So number one was the challenges that they had. Number two is, well, are you guys ready for number two? Are you with me? Am I talking to myself? Like, yes, girl, 1, 2. Am I talking to myself? Are we together today, or what's going on? You with me or no? Yes, you with me? No, you're not. Yes, you here? No, you're not. We with you. Thank you. All right, thanks. Appreciate it. I'm like, oh, okay. So number one was where were they before you? Like, where have they, what was the challenges that they had, right? Number two is what happened? Like, what did you do? Right? So if they were looking for a company to merge the gap between their old clients and their new clients, you know, Kate & Kate Consulting developed a 2-step funnel that was able to take their old clients and put them through a funnel where we were able to get the testimonials. And once we got the testimonials, we were able to then send an email to our prospect clients to show them what happened with the old clients, right? Like, make it make sense. Like, if they said that those were the challenges that they had, your number one goal is to address the challenges. Your number one goal is to address the challenges. That's the problem that they came in with. They wanted to figure out how to merge their old clients with their new clients, but they wanted it to be cohesive. They tried 5 other companies with failed results. So they came to Kate & Kate Consulting because Kate & Kate Consulting actually specializes in that particular industry or in that particular niche, right? So what did we do, right? What was our process? Because you want prospecting clients to look at it to see themselves inside of that case study. That's the whole purpose of a case study. You want someone to see themselves inside of that, okay? So you have to spell it out. A lot of you, the one mistake that you make with your case study is that you use your industry lingo. We don't work where you work. I don't work though. I don't speak that lingo. So stop using your lingo in your case study. Like, that what throws it off. You know how when you go to the doctor and they use all this doctor talk and you be like, can you just explain it in layman's terms? Like, what does that mean? Oh, that means that her finger is broke and you got to put a cast on it. Say that. So you need to speak not in your lingo, in lingo that other people can understand. So you do not need to speak in your lingo. Speak in lingo that other people can understand. Use regular terminology, not your words, because you're not working with people that do what you do. If I'm a lawyer and I work with other lawyers, I can use lawyer lingo. If I'm a doctor and I work with other doctors, I can use doctor lingo. But you're not a lawyer working with other lawyers, right? So therefore, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't connect. And so a lot of you guys speak your industry lingo and we don't understand it. So in one case, we don't think that we need it. Second of all, we think that that's so far-fetched. Like, oh, my business ain't ready for that yet. Or, you know what? She ain't talking to me. Whole time, those be the people that you talking to. The whole time, you talking to your people. However, you're not speaking the lingo of your people. And so, therefore, they think you so high level. And the whole time, you like, well, why are you not coming over here with me? Because you're not speaking. You're not teaching me how I learn. Like, you're not speaking to me the correct way. And so you want to make sure that you are speaking the lingo of the people that you're trying to work with. So what are those industry buzzwords, right? Like what are those industry buzzwords that your client would be able to understand? What are those pain points that they would be able to understand? So you want to be able to use those words, okay? So the first one is, where were they before they got there? So my case study at the top is challenges, right? This is the challenge that the client had, not problem, because people don't like to say that they got problems. So you want to use a different word. You want to use challenges. What were the challenges that the client had? What were the challenges, right? And this is where you're going to make yourself look real good, right? ABC 123 Printing, is a company located in Maine, and they are in the business of blah, blah, blah. So you're going to put their little elevator pitch in there, right? They little bio, right? ABC 123 Printing is located, in Maine, and their industry focused specifically on blah, 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 blah. Because what you want to do is you want to make the case study be beneficial for both parties, right? You want to make the client look good. And so we're pitching to 1,000 corporations next month. So I've reached out to all of my old clients like, hey, I'm pitching to 1,000 corporations next month. I want to put your business in position so that you can get some clients too. Well, in order for me to do that, I got to make them look good too. So I need that blurb at the top, right? ABC 123 Printing is located in Maine. They specialize in helping, boom. Their clientele is boom, right? So you want to put it up there so that it's a win-win situation for the both of you. Because I might pitch to a corporation that might not need my services, but they might be like, hey, I know that you said you work with ABC Printing, and I've been looking to work with them, but I didn't know who to talk to. I get that a lot. Like it wasn't a win for me, but it was a win for my client. Like, hey, you said that you worked there with them. I've been emailing them, and I keep getting a gatekeeper. Can you connect me to them? Sure. Connect them to them. Make that relationship, let them develop a relationship. That makes me look good, right? Like Bianca got all the clients. Bianca got all the juice. Like, yes, like it makes me look good. So you want your case study to be a win-win for both parties, like, because you're using it on your website, you're using it for marketing. We're making a proposal book, so we're like sending them out to 1,000 corporations. That's our marketing initiative. So I'm making these real pretty proposal books, and the clients that I've done in-depth research with, we just gonna send them a little box with the case study in it. And so we're mailing those out in conjunction with, all of the emails and stuff that goes into it. But the case study has to be a win-win for both. Because remember, you can't say ABC Printing had this wrong, this wrong, this wrong, that wrong, and that wrong. Like, how does that make them look good that they got all this other stuff that is wrong with their organization? That don't make them look good. So you talk about the challenge, the one challenge that they had. But you want to talk about the good stuff at the top. ABCY Printing, is the #1 printing companies in Maine. They specialize in blah, blah, blah. They help blah, blah, blah. Some of their clients are blah, 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 blah. However, they had this one challenge. Ding, ding, ding. That's me, right? I done made you look good. I didn't put you together. The one challenge that they had was, right? That's when Bianca comes in. They were trying to figure out how to merge their prospecting clients with their old clients. And they didn't want to use 7 different systems to figure out how to get it to work. Say your question to the end. They didn't want to buy 7 different systems to get it to work. They'd already tried 5 other companies that couldn't get it right. But since Kate & K Consulting specializes in blah, 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 they reached out to us to get the job done, right? Now, what did we do? This is where it comes in for you to showcase your expertise. This is where you let them know that this your lane and you got this, right? This is where you give that in-depth analysis. Like, X, Y, and Z is a company that has over, 3,000 employees. And so we had to use a different method called the 1, 2, 3 method, because it needs to be able to handle the bandwidth of this type of clientele. So in order to do that, we created part A and part B and put a 2-step funnel in order to make the simplest process possible. From this simple process, we were able to train their staff of 3,000 on this two-step funnel so that they can merge, you know, their potential clients with their existing clients in a cohesive pattern. Right? Just that's it. That's what we did. Right? That middle part is what you shine. You need to be as in detail as possible about what you did, how you did it, why you did it, all of that. So don't be like, oh, we just downloaded a system and then just did a quick funnel. This is where you shine the most. So you need to make it sound as great as possible. We did a case study analysis, and so we surveyed 13 of their clients. And from there, you know, we were able to do a data report. And from that data report, we were able to put that into the system. We came up with, you know, 3 basic Q&A questions for the clients to answer to merge their core competencies. And, you know, from that data, we were able to develop a two-step funnel system that we trained all 3,000 of their employees on. Like, make it sound good, but this ain't long. Your case study is 1 page. Your case study is 1 page. Your case study is 1 page. You're not a doctor. We'll need 45 pages of what you've done. No one is reading that, right? Your case study is just a snapshot of what you did. Don't send nobody no 4 or 5 page case study. It's a 1 page. It's a 1 pager. This case study is a 1 pager. Okay. So the last part you want to do, because it's 3 parts. Where were they before? Put their little elevator pitch in there. Make them sound good. Like they are the best manufacturer company on earth. They have worked with blah, 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 and blah, 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 right? The one challenge that they have had, though, is this one little piece right here. They can get this one little piece together, they will be on track to make, you know, $7.2 billion next year. K&K Consulting specializes in blah, 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 blah. They've already tried 5 other firms, so they came to us because we specialize in this, right? You also got to remember to think, people like to be wrote about. That's a press release for them, right? A lot of our clients use like, hey, can we use this on our website? Yes, you can. Can we use this in our marketing? You definitely can. Because I'm going to do it for me. I'm going to use it in my marketing. I'm going to send an email blast. I'm going to put it in this book to send to other clients. I'm going to put it on a website. I'm going to use this case study too to help me help you to help us. I need you to do the same thing. I want you to show, because that's a receipt too. Like, we were struggling with this one portion, you know, and so since we were struggling with this one portion, we hired somebody. And, you know, since I am Black and we are, you know, government certified with our MBE, DBE, MBE, all of that, it makes companies that don't look like me look good, right? Because they've hired this Black company that's inside of their diversity and inclusion. So they've hired this little Black girl to help them to do it. So look at this Black girl that we hired to help us do it. It makes them look good. It's a win-win. They needed a Black person to help them get their numbers. And I'm also good at what I did. So it's not only that I hired this little Black company, they really knew what they was doing. Like, it's a win-win, you know, for everybody, you know? And so you want to know that, like, you're very aware, right? That they need you to get these numbers and you need them to fulfill your bank account. It's the circle of life. So use it to your advantage. You are the Black person that can do this, and they need that to fill them numbers and their quota, and they need the work done. It ain't that they just need a Black person. They need the work done too. So why not hire this Black girl to help you with it, to help you with your numbers, and to help you look good, and she do good work. It's a win-win. So I want you to get God. I want you to be very clear. I want you to be very clear. These case studies open the doors for you and for them too. So it has to be a win-win situation on all points. On all points. She said, you cannot be this funny, but you are serious. I'm for real. Like, you got to know how to corporate politics. So the last part, which a lot of people don't put in their case studies, but I put them in my, are you guys ready for the last part? I want to make sure that you're ready for the last part. Like, put last part. Oh, and okay, I see y'all buying it. Okay, make sure y'all join the Get Your Business Shit Together challenge. Tomorrow is the last day. Get your business shit together. 2020. Make sure that you guys purchase it. Make sure you share this out too. You know, sharing is caring. So if you share it, share. Last part. Okay, so when a client comes to you, right, they think they know what they need, right? They think that they know what they need, right? You come in and you be like, I don't need all that. I just need this little part right here. I don't need all that. Like, you know how when you try to upsell somebody on something and then they be like, I just need this little part. That's not in my budget. Like, I just need this little part. In your mind, you need to know what little part you're going to throw in, right? You need to have in your mind, what is the freebie that you're going to throw in? What is the extra that you're going to throw in? You're not going to tell this part to the client, but what is the extra that you can throw in? Extra. Because, you know, just like when a plumber comes to your house and you like, I just need this. And they're like, I see that you need this. This is a long-term problem. We could fix this, but you're still going to need to get this thing right here fixed. And you're like, that ain't in my budget. I'm not doing all that. That's not in my budget. Right? How can you over exceed their expectations? What is that over exceed expectation? You all want to think, how can I over exceed their expectation? That is kind of like the bells and whistles. That's the extracurricular activity. So when you are going through the client and you're doing the work, you're going to see something extra that you can do. Like, you're going to see that part, right? So while I'm going through it, I'll say like, hey, I know we're working on this part, but did you think about this? Like, because this goes with this. So I know we ain't working on that right now. That's a whole nother, I'm very clear, that's a whole nother project, aka that's a whole totally different check. However, I think that you need to, let's reevaluate this when we finish, because you need this to go with that. You always want to have your upsell money. You always want to think about the upsell money, right? Because they hired you for this part, but you can do all facets of what they need. You are a full-blown corporation. You can do all of it, right? And that is what you want to do. So you always want to have in the back of your mind, once I'm finished with this project, what other project can I do for them? Where else is this check? Where else can I get some more money at? Where else can I show them that they still need me on the team? Where else is this money, right? So you always want to have that in the back of your mind. Well, I probably will find like 10 things that needs to be done. I'm going to pick the easiest one to do and do it. I'm going to pick the easiest one to do and do it. Just the easiest one. Pick the easiest one. The simplest, the easiest one. And say like, hey, when I did, that one part, I seen that it was 10 other things that needed to be done, and so we could talk about that and do another project proposal for that. However, this needed to be here. So I put this in here. I know you didn't ask for it, but this part goes there. That's that over exceeded expectation. That's that sprinkle. Sprinkle a little bit on here. Just a little bit. It could be, you could be working on a website and they probably only paid you for 5 pages. However, they needed a 6 page, but they were trying to cram all that on 5 pages. Throw in the extra page. I threw in this little extra page because I know you didn't ask for it, right? And I know you said that it was not in the budget, but I really just think from my professional opinion that this goes here. And so I would be doing you a disservice if I did it. Just sprinkle. They're gonna be like, oh my God, she is she is not all about this money. She really wants my business to grow, which I do, but I ain't really about this check. But, however, throw in your sprinkle, because that's going to be on there. Overexceeded expectations. Overexceeded expectations. The client, once we did this, when we were doing the project, we noticed that this other part needed to be done. And so we threw in this part to make this run seamlessly. That's that over-exceeded expectation one. Like, that's that bonus. So always have your over-exceeded expectation one. And that's on a proposal. So it's the challenges, right? How we help them overcome those challenges. How we help them overcome those challenges. How we over-exceeded those expectations. The over-exceeded expectation is where the money is. Because when you start, you already got your money already. I hope you did. I hope you get paid up front. I hope you get the majority of your money up front. Let's try all up front. You get your money up front. So since you get all your money up front, they turn into scope creeps. And a scope creep is people that's adding other stuff that's not on the paper inside of it. Like, oh, you think you could throw that in? Oh, you think that you can do that? That ain't. I only do what's in the scope of work. But we can do it, another project that has to do with that. So those over exceeding expectations, you're going to say, hey, friend, you're going to say in your, make sure you guys have a debriefing, right? You have a debriefing with a client too. Like you should meet first to figure out what you're going to do. And then when a project is over, you need to have another meeting. That other meeting is where you're going to get the rest of the money at. The other meeting is where you talk about the other money. The other meeting is where you talk about the other money. Because remember, you've already you found some other stuff that you can do. Well, you've already did a great. They gonna hire you. So you always want to have a list of stuff that now that you can do. Now that we got that out the way, right? Let's talk about this. Let's bring this back to your attention. Let's figure out how we can get this done. Like what's the budget for this, right? The way that you are going to get one client and milk the life of this client, you should want to have a cycle of a client, right? When we started businesses, we don't do it anymore, but I was starting people businesses. I was growing people business. I was scaling people businesses. I was helping people sell their business in a merger and acquisition. Like I was with the life cycle of this client. They started with me and they ended with me, right? That's the kind of client that you're trying to build. What other things can you add on to this client? What other things can you add on to this client? Well, you're the professional. You know, right? So what else can we add on to it? Like once you finish, you got to go back to the table. Once you finish, we got to go back to the table, right? So most of the time when we're not most of the time, all of the time, when we finish, we have a meeting with the client. We give them the deliverables. The deliverables is what they pay for. So even if it was virtual and it wasn't tangible, I'll print it out and make it tangible. I'll make a little book and give them a book. Like people like stuff that they can hold, that they can show, that they can take a picture of. People love that. I know I do too. So even if it's not tangible, I'll make it tangible. So even if I did, your workflow for it, I'll type out the procedures and give it to you, right? Even though I sent it virtually, I'll still type something out to give to you. Because you're going to take a picture on social media. You're going to tag me in it, right? You're going to show your friends, like, you're proud. I'm proud too. So you want to give them something tangible for them to have. Well, they're going to say this was great. And you're going to say, I know it was, but let's talk about what else you need. Because remember, during the project, you bought these things up. Okay, so this is what I don't want you to do. I don't want you to find those 5 things and start doing those 5 things while you're doing the other stuff, right? Because they going to think that, oh, it don't cost that much money. Like, she can just add that into that. No, she can't. That's a whole totally different project. That's a whole totally different check. Stop trying to, you know what, I could squeeze that in. You can't squeeze nothing in. We're going to finish this project and then we're going to do another project proposal and you're going to pay for that. Stop trying to let them squeeze stuff into it. Like, no. This project is this. this, right? We could work on something else. Let's do another. I have a project right now where we have 6 phases. We have 6 contracts on this one project. Don't mess up your money. Because if you like, oh, I could just slide that in, right? If you just slide that in, then why I gotta pay you all this money for it if you could just slide it in? Like, it don't seem like it's that much work. Like, it don't seem like that's that much work if you could just slide that in right there. Like, where you getting these prices from? If you could just slide it in right there, like, why I gotta pay that much money? First of all, ma'am, you have to pay this much money because I've been doing it for 12 years. So therefore, what takes a person 8 hours to do, it only takes me an hour to do. However, you're gonna pay me for my whole 8. Just because I've been doing it for 8 years and I can get it done in an hour, I shouldn't be making less because I can do it quicker. I need my whole fee. So stop sliding stuff in. You devalue yourself by, oh, I could just, it's not gonna take me that long. It's gonna take me forever. This is the price. This is the price for this. Stop sliding stuff in. It's just a couple things. This a whole project, sweetheart, over here. I got to do all of this, right? No matter if it take me 5 days or 5 minutes, I still have to do it. Stop sliding stuff in. That's why y'all don't get the money that y'all want, because you try to, I could put you in like, and you scared that they're going to say no, or I don't want it. It's okay if they don't want it. It's okay. It's this how long it's going to take? Oh, well, I thought you could just do it. I'm going to have to go to somebody else. Well, go ahead then. Let me know if how it work out. Let them go to somebody else. Don't devalue your business and your work and your craft by trying to let somebody squeeze something in, right? Like, we can't squeeze nothing in. If it wasn't in that project proposal when I gave it to you the first time, it ain't gonna work. But doing the project, you're gonna find a lot of stuff. You're a professional. This is what you do. This is your lane. This is your area of expertise. You don't know and see, just like a doctor. A doctor might be like, hey, I just need to work right here. And then they get in. I like doctor shows. So you know how they get in and then they be like, oh, this is something right here. Okay, let's close them up real quick, wake them up, and then let them know so they can make the decision. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. While I was in here, I seen that you needed boom, boom, and boom, and boom, right? The price for that is blah, blah, blah. Do you want to add this in or do you want to wait? Let them know how much it costs. Hey, this costs this amount. Let them, hey, this costs this amount, right? Do you want me to do it? I can do it when I do that. However, it's just going to be, a extra day that we got to add on to it. Is that something that you're interested in? A lot of you do the work and then you say you did it and now you're looking for them to pay you some more money. Don't work out like that, right? So you can always say, hey, I was in it and I seen it. But before I proceed, I want to let you know that I could do both of these things together. However, it's going to take me an extra day to do it because I got to do boom, boom, and boom. And it's an additional fee of blah, blah, blah. Do you want this or no? If they say, yes, I want it, you need to prepare an addendum, right? That goes with the contract, right? This is something extra that goes. Then just prepare an addendum. Hey, phase 2 required blah, 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 blah. The price for that is blah, 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 blah. Can you sign that here? Right? Like, if you're going to do business, I need you to do business all the way. If we going to do business, I need you to do business all the way, right? Like, you got to teach people how to treat your business. But if you can definitely do it all at the same time. It's going to take a day longer. It's going to take 2 more days. Put your days in there, how long it would normally take. Even though you've been doing it for 12 years, it's going to take you a quick 30 minutes to do. How long would it take the average person to do? It takes them 12 hours. It's going to take me an extra day to be able to do this, and this is how much it's going to cost. Is that something that you're interested in? If they say yeah, you need to, okay, let's talk about this. You need to have your stuff already in order. You are a professional. You've been doing this. You know that when you go back in there or when you start, it's going to be some extra stuff that you need. So you need to already have the addendum already ready already. It already needs to be a template already. So if they say, yes, they want it, boom. All you got to do is type it up, put the price on it, send it to them, let them docu-sign it or whatever, right? And you need your payment too. Okay, well, I sent you that addendum with the invoice. So, whenever you take care of that, I'll be able to do this. But hopefully you can take care of it today so that we can be done on schedule. You need that payment too. Because they'll say, okay, yeah, go ahead and do it. And then you will do it. And then you don't have no money for it. And now they owe you money. Now you waiting. The project is complete and now you waiting for a check. I'm not never waiting for a check once I complete this project. I need my money up front. And if we own a payment plan, I need my money before I give you this final work. Right? So don't let people trick you. Now you gotta be 5 steps ahead. Don't let people trick you. Have your templates already ready. If you do we do project proposals. We do at least 10 a week. It's already a template. All I gotta do is just change the last page. It's always an addendum that comes with this contract because it's gonna be some extra stuff that I discover. It's already I already anticipate that the client is going to need more than what we talked about. I already know. I already know that already. So I've already put the letterhead on it. I already put the client information on it. I prepare that when I prepare their overall contract. And then when I find other stuff, I'm going to type that up real quick because all I got to do is type up that little box, put the price on there, boop, and send it to them. I already know this already. It's not my first rodeo. This is not yours either. So I need you to stop getting got, because this ain't your first rodeo either. You want to be proactive, not reactive. You might have 12 clients that you're working on. So you like, I got all this stuff going on. I ain't got time to type nothing. Yes, you do, because you already prepared that in the beginning. You got 10 minutes to type this up. Put that right there. They like, dang, that was quick. Baby, this ain't my first rodeo. I am a professional. I want all my coins. I want you to sign right here too and go to invoice. I can run all of that from my phone. It's a Google Doc that's on my phone already. I can put it in there because remember, I've already anticipated that they're going to have problems already. So I've already prepared it already in the Google Doc. So while I am working, I can literally go in the Google Doc on my phone, type in the stuff that I need. I can go to QuickBooks because that's what we use. Boom, send that invoice. All of it happens in all of 10 minutes. And I'm still going to continue to work on my project. You are a professional. You need all your money, okay? So let's recap really quickly before I leave. Make sure that you guys purchase the 31 days to get your shit together. Well, come over here, Makara. Come over here with us. Come over here. So the first thing you want to do is, where were they before you, right? Where were they before you, right? Where were they before you? This is where you make them look real good. You can't be like, oh, this company suck and they don't have none of their stuff together and they needed me to do this. No. This is the number one, blah, blah, blah. And just take out what's on their website. But before I work with a client, I always ask them to send me their bio and their logo. Like, that's the first part of our intake. Like, okay, now you can sign the contract. But let's back up. Before they even send the contract, we send out pitch proposals. So we'll do a 15-minute consultation. If you agree to it, we want your logo and your bio. We put that inside of the pitch proposal, send you the pitch proposal. You sign a pitch proposal. You make your payment, right? I make the addendum that goes with it. And so then now we're starting the project. So I kind of prepare all of that ahead of time. I'm already prepared for that time. So at the end, when we're doing our case study, when we're finished, I'm just going to copy and paste that same bio that they gave me. They bio good. They ain't going to say that they the worst textile company in the world. They already done turned up their cocky already and said all of the great stuff that they do. So I'm going to paste that right, what they said that they do. I'm going to put the challenge that they had, right? The second part is, how did you help them with that challenge? This is where you make yourself look good. The first part is for them, right? It's always a win-win. We are partners. We are working together. You trying to get some more money out of them. You're trying to have this relationship continue for forever. You're trying to build a life cycle of a client. So make them look good at the top, right? The middle is you. I did blah, 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 to blah, blah, blah. This is what I did. This is my 4-step formula process that I use. Like, I was able to do da-da-da-da. Like, make it look good. What did you do? Walk me through the process. Don't give me the cliff notes either. We need to be as detailed as possible, but don't make it long, right? We only have 1 page, right? However, my middle section is the longest section because that's me telling you my process, what I did it, how I did it. This is why I'm showing you that I'm the best person since Jesus that do this, right? This is the Bianca section, right? Right in the middle. That last part is how you overexceeded their expectations. In doing this, I found that the client needed blah, 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 blah. And so I was able to tie these two things together. So now that the system is in place, it can run more efficient, more effective, and seamless so that they will never have this problem again, right? Like, make it look good there. Because that overexceeded expectation, they're not looking for that. That's that bonus. That's that extra sprinkle. They're not looking for that. They did not pay for that. That ain't theirs. That's you being the professional, what you seen when you was doing your job. However, don't do the one thing for free if it's only one thing, because you need some more money. So you need to figure out what else. I had a client and it was nothing else. It was one thing that they needed. So I wasn't just about to give them that one thing. So I threw in some extra. They liked my pitch proposal. And so I was like, hey, I completed a template pitch proposal, for you. Like, here you go. I'm all about a give. Like, I'm all about a serve, sell. I want to give you something So, they said they wanted to do pitch proposals and they needed a template. So I just came up with a pitch proposal, gave them a template. That was my gift. Because this one thing that I see that you need, I need my money on that. So I'm not doing that one for free because I only see one thing that you need. I'm not about to do it. Like, I need the money for this. You always want to think about the give. Like, how can you overexceed their expectations? If you don't see anything but one thing, don't give away the one thing. You're trying to get some more money. Give something else. Find something that is compatible with what you already did already. Like, make it compatible. But I'm not just giving you that, right? So, okay, let me do some questions. I think we got 5 minutes for questions. What's the time? Okay. So let's do some questions. Let's see if you guys have some questions. I'm not going back up to read the question, so I just need you to post the question here because I'm not going back up to read the questions. Can you give me one of the vitamin waters over there? This was helpful. Thank you. No problem, Janae. I appreciate you coming. Hey, girl. Thank you. Oh, it's cold, so thank you. Oh, you just purchased the challenge. Thank you. I appreciate it. My questions was answered. Thanks, B. You asked something about a video. Can you send a video for a case study? You can. You can send a video for a case study if you want to. You definitely can. So we don't do videos for our case studies. We don't do videos. We do videos for our testimonials. A testimonial and a case study is two totally different things. A testimonial is what a client said that you did. Like, they're giving the testimonial from their point of view. But a case study we prepare. A testimonial the client does. This is what businesses do, especially when you go for oil change. They come back. Yes, with a list of repairs. Yes. When writing a new proposal, how would you address the new price? What you mean? Are we talking about the addendum? Or what? Because the proposal, you already told them about the price already. The price is the price is the price. They've already paid that price already. But what do you mean? Like, you rebranded and relaunched, so now your services cost more? Is that the route we're going? I need more information. Are you joining the challenge too? Okay, good. Yeah, we have a good time in the challenge. I'm excited. Because I definitely need to get my business shit together and do my back of house and erase some stuff and redo some funnels and stuff. So I do the challenge when y'all do the challenge too. Like, I do the challenge too. I came in late, so you might have said this already, but where did you get your templates from? No, I didn't say that. So that's a good question. So we have a template that we use in Canva that we use. But we also buy them from Creative Market. So creativemarket.com. You can buy templates there too. You could buy templates there too. And make sure that they're compatible with the system. So we buy templates that's compatible with Canva. And so we just change it into Canva. But our one that we using now, we got it from Canva. It was free. Some clients may be like, if they pay for this, why am I paying more? I hope this makes sense. So you find some new stuff in it, and then you act. And so you say like, hey, you need blah, 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 blah. And this is how much it costs. And so they want to know why they paying more for it. Because it's a new finding. Like, y'all didn't discuss that at first. So this has got extra in addition to. So is that answering the question? Send the case study and proposals together as a package to the school that I want to work with. Okay. So send example. Proposal was $2,500. Proposal 2 was $1,200 additionally. Okay. So you don't send proposal 2 until they say something, right? So you don't just send the proposal. You let them know. Like, you gonna call them and say like, hey, or email them like, hey, I seen such and such, such and such. You know, this needs to be done. You know, if you want me to do this, you know, I can add it, but it'll take a day longer and it's an additional $1,200. Is that something that you're interested in? So they don't get proposal 2 until you actually are in the work. Okay. I just want to make sure. Send a case study and proposals together as a package to the school. Okay, so that's a good question. So Monique said, do I send the case study and proposals together as a package to the schools that I want to work with? So yes, we don't just actually send out proposals though. Like in order to get a proposal, I got to know that we have to have a conversation first. I'm not just sending you my proposal, because don't get in a habit when pitching to just send people your proposal. Because guess what? In a proposal, you're going to talk about all the problems that I have and how you can fix it and what you can do. If a lot of people don't know what problem they have, so if you tell them the problem, they can solve it. They might not be well versed enough to, you know, do it accurately, but they can solve the problem on their own. So you don't never want to tell them all the stuff you're going to do. For me, we do filler emails. So I'll send out a filler email just to see if you're interested. And then once you reply back, I'll put you on a schedule. We'll have a conversation. We'll talk about, you know, the stuff that you need to be done. And then if you say like, yeah, I like that, you know, I'm interested, I want to move forward, can you send me over a pitch proposal so I can see it? Then I'll send a pitch proposal. But I will send a case study with my filler email. So a filler email, we talked about this last week, is just me pitching to you like, hey, you know, I heard you on a podcast last week and it was amazing. I like that you said blah, 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 blah. You know, that's one thing that we really take pride in and we really do well, you know, here at Kate and K Consulting. I've worked with other companies, you know, like you, in your industry. Please see attached case study for the clients that I was talking about. I would love to see how we can do the same thing for you. If you're interested, you know, please reply back so I can put you on a schedule for next week. So I'll send a case study in that regards. Like, you want to show them that this ain't your first rodeo. You want to show them that you've worked with other people just like them. So that case study goes with my filler email. Not my pitch proposal to tell you all of the stuff that I'm going to do. Right? It doesn't go with that. The proposal comes after y'all had a conversation and they say, yes, they want to move forward. Then I'll show you, you know, all of the stuff, but not before. Are you taking one-on-one clients still? If so, what's the investment? So we are taking one-on-one clients right now. Okay, let's talk about that. We don't do one-on-one coaching, right? You got to have a project. I'm a project manager, so it's a project that you want me to work on. We are working on your pitch proposal. We're working on you pitching to new clients. We're working on, you know, your back end. We're working on something. So, and we don't do long-term contracts. We do multiple projects. So we might have 5 contracts and each contract, you know, is up to 5 months, but we don't do long-term coaching or consulting. We're project-based. So this will be working on. When we finish, we'll move to something else, or, you know, we're finished. But our 1-hour sessions, the investment for our 1-hour sessions is $650 for our 1-hour session. But you can book a 15-minute let's get acquainted session to see, you know, if what you need and what I have makes sense. So you can go to bit.ly. Can you put it in the comments? bit.ly LGA call to book it. Okay, so let me go back. Thank you, great. Okay. So the package sending out are with people that want. Yes. Okay, you've probably already addressed this like a million times. But what exactly is the challenge program? I just started enrolling. No, it's okay. You can ask me whatever questions you want to spend. When I feel like when you're spending your money, you can ask all questions. So I don't have a problem with answering your questions, comments, or concerns. So the 31 days to get your shit together challenge is just a reorganization and reposition challenge. So for the first day, we might say, hey, let's clean out our emails. Like, you don't need no emails in there that is not 2 weeks that are more than 2 weeks old. So let's erase that. Like, hey, you might need a header, right? You might need now a signature. This is how you make your signature, right? You might need to now reposition, you know what I'm saying, your framework. Like, what does that framework look like, right? Like, you might need to now do a header for your email. Like, let's rechange your header for your email and let's remix it. So the 31-day challenge is just about remixing what we have. We're cleaning it up for new clients. We're putting a fresh coat of paint on to get new people. So it's not, you know, you don't even have to have a business to join the challenge. Like, it's literally about repositioning and reorganizing your back of house to make room for new clients and new people. So that's what the 31-day challenge, get your business shit together challenge is. And you only have to dedicate 30 minutes a day to it. So it's one of our simplest challenges too. But I think it's the most important one, because you can't bring in new money if you're not making room for the new money. So that's what the challenge is. I love Creative Market. Like, Creative Market has definitely saved me a lot of money. It's definitely saved me a lot of money. But one thing you want to do is you want to be uniform in your business. Like, if you have a template, use the same. We change our templates and our colors like every quarter. So blue was our color that was for quarter 3. Well, quarter 4, our main color will be burgundy, right? Quarter 1, right, we'll probably use like the gold, right? Like, so we have like 3 accent colors, and each quarter we make one of the colors just the main colors. So we change all of our branding to kind of match that fresh coat of paint. So it's like your workbooks, like, just change the cover. Your homepage on your website, don't redo the whole website. Just change the homepage. Like, just little things to kind of tweak your brand where it look new, but it ain't. You know how when you switch the furniture around in your house, ain't nothing in here new. It's just the couches over there instead of being over there, and it gives the room a totally different look. It's the same thing. So is the proposal and invoice the same in the same case that you're talking about? No. So good question, right? So the proposal is one thing, and then the invoice, we send it another system. So I send my proposal in Canva. So I'll download it, you know, as a PDF, and then I'll send it there. And then once they say okay to the proposal, then I'll send it in DocuSign or HelloSign. I don't know which one. We use one of those. But then they'll sign the proposal and the contract and all that stuff. And then once they sign it, then we'll send them another email to pay the invoice. So yeah. So it's not the same. Yes, that is exactly what I need. I'm ready. Okay, come on, join. Show have an affiliate link for. I just looked them up right after you said. I know I should have an affiliate link. I'm gonna work on that. Give me an affiliate link for Creative Market. But yeah, they're amazing. Like, no shade to the graphic designers and the people that do web stuff, but I'm all about a template, because everything that we do is the same. My challenges I do, my programs, like everything that we do is the same. So I just need a good template, but I change my templates every quarter. I change my email header every quarter. I change my signature every quarter. I change my layout every quarter. So every quarter it's kind of like, you know, just a little bit new. I'm just moving furniture around. That's it. I'm just moving some furniture around. That's it. But that's it. Okay, so it doesn't look like you guys have any more questions. So make sure that you get the challenge. If you go to bit.ly GYBST2020, get your business shit together 2020 to join the challenge. How do you email without reading all of them? How do you? Wait, I don't know what she said. Okay, on Instagram, we're about to cut off. So if I don't leave before it cut off, it will not save. So if you want to continue, you could just come to my Facebook page at Kate and K Consulting for my Facebook page. But I will be back next week. Thank you for coming. If you're watching it on a replay, just share it. Okay, sorry. How do you delete emails without reading all of them? I have implemented emails. Girl, I do not know. I don't need my emails to be cleared. I just need what I need to be in folders. So I have keywords like proposals, right? VIP clients, like a client, like one of my clients, you know, I'll just keyword search and then I'll star them and then put them in folders. But I have over like 100,000 emails. I'm not cleaning that out. I'm just straightening up. Like, I'm just, straightening up. But no, I'm not doing that. You were right about that. I'm not doing that. I agree. You just trying to straighten it up. You're not gonna you're not gonna do that though. Well, I look ugly. Okay, so do I got to? Okay, so I have another. I have a call at 2:30, so I'm going to exit. If you have questions, let me know. You can always book your 15-minute session with me at bit.ly LGA call. Thank you. To book your 15-minute call with me. If not, you could just join. The 31 days to get your shit together challenge. We start on Saturday. So make sure that you join. But I will be back here next week, same time, same place. We do this every Wednesday at 1 o'clock Central Standard Time. So share this out, like, to your friends, your family, your cousins, and them. Make sure that you share this training out. I would definitely appreciate that. And I will see you guys next week.